Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rukar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do another video. Today, I want to get into this, it's like a compilation of Trump's press conferences where he says these things against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the chosen people of the Most High. And that he don't like you, man. You can see the hate in this man's face when he talks about you, man. He doesn't like you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because he knows who you are. He knows what's ordained for you, man. He knows the Most High don't like him. He knows. He knows that, man. He knows that the Most High hates him. Salakia. Salakia. Salakia, Israel. I need to go back into this Satan working his witchcraft on the video, but it's all good. So Trump, he has that perpetual hatred for our people, man. And in these last days, you're gonna know that this man hates you. You're gonna know that he's the wicked. You're going to know that everything he set up is to destroy you. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So this is AOC and LeBron exposed Trump racism during an interview, man. Now this man, our people have yet to understand and to realize that these so-called white people, they hate your guts, man. No matter if you can dribble a basketball, no matter if you can fly across the air, if you can, if you the top manager at the job, no matter if you a snitch, for the so-called white man, he still hates you, man, and he only uses you to his benefit. That's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't get. You think that this man loves you, man. You think that you and this man are friends, when that's a damn lie, man. The Most High told you, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua told you from the beginning who this man was, man. And you have yet to hearken unto the voice of the Lord, man. But in these last days, he's going to show you better than he can tell you, man. Because since y'all don't want to listen, since y'all don't want to hear what's being told to y'all, then the Most High is going to show y'all who this man is, man. And who these people are, man. So I'm going to let it play. I'm going to get a couple of scriptures. And, hopefully, the Most High willing, to be edified to the elect.
They love African American people. They love black people. MAGA loves the black people.
For him to, like I said, use sports to kind of divide us is something I can't sit back and not say nothing.
You cannot have people disrespecting our national anthem, our flag.
America's never been great for people of color, and that's something that needs to be addressed.
Now that's going back to Colin Kaepernick taking the knee. That these damn devils, they got offended at that, man. They got offended because the brother, he wanted to kneel. He didn't want to acknowledge the national anthem when that's a damn racist anthem, man. That's a when you listen to the whole thing, it's basically promoting slavery, man. Which is keeping you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans at a low state, man. How the hell you want the same people you enslaving to bow down and honor an anthem that promotes the continuation of enslaving them, man? That puts it in the front seat. You damn devils, man. Y'all are some prideful ass bastards, man.
Look at my African American over here.
Look at my African American over here. Now, I'm pretty sure if he was addressing the so-called white man, his brother, he wouldn't have said, look at my white brother right here. He wouldn't have said that, man. He would have just said, where's your question? He wouldn't even acknowledge him because they know that they're brothers, man. And that man is orange, man. Just like the damn lettering on his hat, man. You know, this is Psalms, right? I'm gonna start in the book of Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 25. Psalm chapter 25, verse 19. And it reads, Salaki, I'm in Job. Salaki, Israel. Psalm chapter 25, verse 19. And it reads, consider mine enemies. Because who is the so-called white man to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? They are your enemies, man. All of them, man. You can't say some of them because they go out there and they protest and they march with you, man. Because they gave you $1 when you didn't have. Well, how were they in a position to help you, man? Because they stole from you, man. They stole your money and now they're giving it back to you. And they're not giving it all back to you. They're giving it back to you in a little by little, man. Right? So, it reads, Psalms 25 and 19, consider mine enemies, for they are many. Because the so-called white man, the so-called African, Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, Arab man, they hate you, man. They are many, man. And they hate me with cruel hatred, man. Yeah, they hate us with a cruel hatred, man. But as long as you're spending $1 with them, man, they oh, my brother. You got a lot of people going in these damn Ishmaelite, so-called Arab men stores. What's up, Ak? Let me get a vanilla Dutch, Ak. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese, Ak. What they don't even know what the word Ak mean, man. That's a Hebrew word, man, which means brother. And the damn Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab, they ain't your damn brother, man. You know, that's Ishmael, man. So our people gotta understand, they gotta get it together, man. They gotta know who their enemy is, man. And when you ask our people, do you know you have enemies? They say, I don't have no enemies. Or they say their people are their enemies, man. They always try to deflect from the so-called white man, man. And these other nations.
Get him.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach.
Or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
I want the best for the American people.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
And LeBron saying he want the best for the American people, man. Hey, what about your people, man? What about your people, man? Not for everybody, man. You ain't a damn American, man. And a lot of these celebrities, man, these NFL players, a lot of these NBA players, a lot of these movie stars, they know this truth, man. They know who they are, man. They know what's going on. But they done sold out to the so-called white man, so they can't say too much, man. Because they don't want to lose their house. They don't want to lose their riches, man. When what they got ain't real riches. You know? This is Psalms 109, verse 1. Hold not thy peace, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua of my praise. For the mouth of the wicked, who's the wicked? The so-called white man, man. And his mouth, man. The mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful. Because who's the deceitful, man? The so-called white man, man. Are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue, man. Because that's what these Edomites will say, man. They get up on these podiums like Trump is right here, and they'll make it seem like everybody's together. We are all one. We are all the American people. But when they say the American people, they mean their so-called white brothers and sisters, man. They don't mean you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because you don't see these so-called white people getting shot down in the street the way that our people are getting shot down in the street. You don't see these so-called white people being incarcerated at an innumerable rate like you see you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So when they get up there and make a speech like this, man, they may say the American people, but what they mean is my fellow so-called white men, women, and children. You know? And we don't give a damn about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what he really want to say, man. And that's what it is, man. You know? I'm going to read 2 again. Psalms 109 and 2. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue, man. Pure lies, man. The so-called white man speaks no truth, man. There have been a lot of Edomites coming out saying that we the real Jews now. Now they want to come out and speak true. But hey, the Most High made them do it, man. Verse, Salakia, that's it on that. But yeah, the so-called white man, he pretty much lies about everything, man. He lied saying he landed on the moon. He lied saying he went to these other planets. He just lies, man. This is Psalms 109 and 3. They compass me about also with words of hatred, man. Look at my African American over there. Look at him over there. My African American, man. That ain't your African American. In other words, he's saying, look at my slave over there. Look at my slave. Look right there, my slave. That's what he's telling you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know? He said, they compass me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. You know? Was these so-called white people, man, they really truly believe they have a cause, man. You know, to gun down us, which their cause is just hatred, man. They don't want to come out and say that though, man. Our people believe that they are doing this without a cause, man. They know why they're doing it. Our people don't know why they're doing it, man. But us, the men of the Lord, we know why they're doing it, because they had a perpetual hatred against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from the beginning, man. Going back to Cain and Abel, Esau and Jacob, man. Esau being the biblical name for the so-called white man, and Jacob being the biblical name for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And it said that Esau will hate Jacob, man. You know?
I don't want to go. That's really
Going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn.
The 45th president is such a racist, he draws racism in his crowds.
Do you believe President Trump is a racist?
Yeah, no question.
The president despises black people protesting their executions and lynchings in public.
I am your president of law and order, professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters, Antifa, dangerous thugs, domestic.
Yeah, dangerous thugs. What did he call so-called Negroes out there protesting? He called them thugs, man. And he said when the looting starts, the shooting starts, man. This man want to see you dead, man. You know? This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, man. This man hates you, man, but he's gonna lie and say he loves you, man. He gonna lie and say we are all together, man. He gonna lie and say, oh, you so-called Negroes, what do you have to lose, man? I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You know? And what he tell you? He mock you at the same time. He tell you your schools are trash. Basically, your neighborhoods are trash. There's shootings all over the place. Which these so-called white people, they put that in our neighborhoods, man. They designed that to be that way, man. You know? They designed that to be that way. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you believed every word that this man said, man. You know? So this is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18 again, from the top. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool, man. The so-called white man is a damn fool, man. The Most High is going to show that this man is a complete fool, man. He knows nothing, man. How our people feel like these are the great men of the world. Their technology is phenomenal. Man, listen, the Most High gave them the mind state to get that technology, man. You know? That's what the Most High is the one that done that. These so-called white people are trash, man. You know?
Sick terror.
There is a hateful place in his heart for athletes speaking out.
I am one of them, not too far removed, so it wasn't even a question. It happened organically.
When LeBron James was interviewed for the opening of his I Promise school helping disadvantaged kids and their parents in his hometown of Akron, Ohio, Trump called him low IQ, which is an old trope aimed at discriminating against black people. Yet, when Rory McIlroy said we're in the midst of something that's pretty serious, as in COVID, and the fact that he's trying to politicize it and make it a campaign rally, that just is terrible. It's not the way a leader should act. Trump did not berate McIlroy. He did not even attack. He said a lot of them, golfers, are very political, actually. A lot of them like my politics very much, and some don't, I guess. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee to protest systemic racism and police brutality, followed by other players after he was kicked out by Roger Goodell and 30 white owners, Trump called the black players SOBs.
Yeah. He called him a son of a bitch. Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired, man. You see the blatant racism between his people, who he knows is his people, and our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But what did the Most High say about the so-called white man in the Bible, man? This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, even 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, man. Who's more prouder than the so-called white man, man? These so-called white people, man, are proud, man. That's why they can say what they want. They can do what they want. They can lie like hell. Get you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans murdered in the street, beat up in the street. You know what I'm saying? Off of a lie, man. They proud. They feel like if I do it, it's going to get some action. You know? Verse 17 again. Proverbs 6 and 17. A proud look, a lying tongue. Who lies more than the so-called white man, man? Nobody, man. And hands that shed innocent blood, man. You see all the innocent blood that was shed in the streets of America, man? From you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? All these mothers and fathers out here crying, man, because their son that got gunned down. Their daughter done got gunned down. Their daughter wound up missing. Their daughter wound up strangled in a damn jail cell. You know, their son get hung in a jail cell, and they label it a suicide, man. Well, our people don't commit no damn suicides, man. You know, our people don't do those type of acts, man. They used to lynch us back in the day, and they still lynching us now, man. All that suicidal acts of our people, man, that's done. That's out of the window, man. This man is a damn liar, man. And they shed the bloods of the saints, man. Not just anybody. They shed the blood of the saints, man. And the Most High said, he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye, man. So imagine what's going to happen to these so-called white people for what they've done and what they still doing to the children of Israel, man. To the real Jews and Israelites of the Bible, man. Verse 18. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, man. How many times you seen videos with these so-called white people just making up a story on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to make themselves feel like they're the victim, man? You know? They being a false witness. They don't know nothing about nothing, but they can get on the phone and make up a whole lie on something that you didn't do, man. Why? Because the Most High said they are estranged from the womb. They speak lies as soon as they be born, man. Paraphrasing. You know? So this is verse 19. I'm going to start from the top again. 19. A heart, Salakia, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren, man. The so-called white man system that he's put in America, and the lies that he put up, Yahushua being a so-called white man, you know, that being dark-skinned is a curse. You know, he plays the middleman. You know, he'll go and he'll pin the brothers against themselves, man. He'll find a way to get in the middle, so that way brothers will go out fighting and wind up killing each other. Then he sneak out the back door. This man is the devil, man. You know? And it says, my son, keep my father's commandments and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart and tie them about thy neck, man. That's the only way that you can get away from this man, man. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, then the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua will protect you, man. From the devil, man. From Satan, man. You know?
And demanded they be fired from their jobs. Yet, when white NFL player Chris Long went after the 45th president, calling him a racist, and a visit to the White House as a faux pas photo op, amongst other things, Trump did not say a freaking word. He declared war on black America a long time ago. This is not...
And it's crazy because these so-called white people, they starting to see it too, man. They starting to see that their own people are racist, man. They starting to see that it's a double standard, man. A so-called white man do the same exact crime a so-called black man do, and the so-called black man to get 30, 40 years, and the so-called white man to get 6 months probation, man. They see the racism of their own damn people, man.
New. Civil rights activist DeRay McKesson said. Marshawn Lynch also took part in the protests. Donald Trump took little time in responding, calling for beast mode to be unemployed. New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees not only backpedaled, but sprinted backwards after his comments surfaced over the national anthem. What did Donald Trump say of him?
I was very shocked that he made that statement. It didn't even look like there was any pressure on him. He made it out of nowhere.
Where's the malicious attack?
Yeah, exactly. See, these so-called white people, they know, man. They starting to see it. Before they probably couldn't see it, man. Once they probably did see it, man. But now, you can't deny it now, man. The Most High is pushing that spirit out, man. It's bringing everybody back to their natural state, man. He bringing us, the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, back to him. And he bringing the so-called white man back to his natural state, which is the murderer, and the liar that he is, man. You know? It's crazy. It's beautiful, man. The Most High is beautiful. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is beautiful, man. These law, statutes, and commandments are beautiful, man. It's a shield, man. It's a shield.
He would go on to say, this has nothing to do with race or anything else. This has to do with respect for our country and respect for our flag.
It's not, first of all, it's not your country, and we don't give a damn about no flag, man. It has everything to do with race, man. Because if it didn't, you wouldn't even said it, man. With respect. When do you so-called white people respect anybody, man? You damn sure don't respect the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? You're never supposed to trust your enemies, man. The so-called white man is your enemy, man. You know, you're never supposed to trust him. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. Yeah, so you're not supposed to trust this man, yo. He'll come up to you humbly, like he said in this statement, it has nothing to do with race or anything else. It has to do with respect for our country and respect for our flag, man. When that flag is a representation of the blood that you spilled out on the saints, man. We don't give a damn about these other nations, man. When you hear brothers on the highways and the hedges teaching, they out there only for their people, man. We only out there for our people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We don't care about nobody else. You know? We don't give a damn about nobody else, man. But the Most High said, never trust thine enemies, man. Because just as sure as rust is iron is sure to rust, their wickedness is going to come out, man. And now y'all seeing these so-called white people, how they really feel about you, man.
Flag. However, if you follow the pattern, it is and always has been about race. From ordering black workers off the floor of his failed casinos, to him wishing death on the exonerated 5, to wishing he was, and I quote, well-educated black, Donald Trump is a bigot. He is a white supremacist.
Exactly, man. And his own people is calling him out on it, man. You know? So the Most High is working, man. The Most High is pouring his spirit about all flesh, man. And this damn devil, he gonna be figured out.
It is not debatable, it is factual. And the attacks, rinse, wash, repeat.
This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, Because they killed us back then, they killing us now, man. They never stopped killing us, man. All of a sudden, a George Floyd incident happened, man. The George Floyd incident happened now. The whole country is in chaos, man. When they've been killing us, man. You know, they choked Eric Garner to death. They shot Philando Castile to death. You seen that happen, man. So why is this George Floyd incident why did this one hurt so much, man? To whereas the whole world raised up, man. Everything is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the time, man. You know? As it says, because thou hast had, this is Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, since thou hast not hated blood, Salakia, even blood shall pursue thee. That's right. So everything that these Edomites dished out, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, everything he has dished out, he's going to get back, man. He's going to get back. This is, I'm going to jump to 11. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, man. So the Most High is going to put his anger in us, man. You know? And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Yeah. So you're going to know it's the Most High that's judging you, man. These Edomites, these so-called white people think that they want what's coming to them, man. They have no idea what's coming to them, man. For what they did to the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But it's our job to come back to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That time is now, man. You can't waste no more time. You see what's going on in the world. You see what's going on in the world. All the prophecies being, all the prophecies happening, day in, day out. You gotta look at that and say to yourself, I gotta get right. I gotta turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, my power, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to escape the judgment that the Most High is gonna bring to this place. You know, so with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Israel, we almost out of here. I love y'all. Shalom.